The battle for the sanctity of life is the civil rights battle of our life. To date, over 60 million lives in America have been lost due to abortion. Abortion is premised on lies. Lies that a child is just a clump of cells. Lies that children are too expensive or too burdensome. Lies that your problems will just go away with an abortion. Lies that there is no God that authors life. Since our party's founding, Republicans have provided moral clarity in our culture, often unpopular at the time. We spoke prophetically into the culture. Men cannot be property. We do not judge someone by the color of their skin. Women have the right to vote. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And today, life begins at conception. Into a dark culture riddled with death and human suffering, we speak. In the words of Dr. Robert George, that all members of the human family, beginning with the precious child in the womb, are bearers of inherent and equal dignity and are entitled to the law's protection. This is affirmed in the latest Republican Party platform, which says we assert the sanctity of human life and affirm that the unborn child has a fundamental right to life which cannot be infringed. In yesterday's statement, Donald Trump did not stand for life. He didn't stand against it in the way Joe Biden and Democrats do, but he did not take a morally courageous stand for life. I also recognize that the sanctity of life at this time is a losing issue at the ballot box. Every effort to stop abortion or protect life at the ballot box has failed since the fall of Roe v. Wade. We are attempting to force something into law that the public is not ready to embrace. And in doing so, we are asking our elected officials to advance policies that are often against the will of the people. In contrast, other social movements have done the opposite. They have made their policies acceptable in popular culture and then moved towards enacting laws. The work of the pro-life movement ahead is monumental. We need to better serve women facing a crisis pregnancy, teach the sanctity of life in our pulpits, train the next generation to be pro-life leaders, shape the popular culture that people consume freely, and find incremental ways forward while still proclaiming the truth. Trump was right in many ways with his statement on abortion. Democrats are the radical ones, embracing abortion up to moments before birth and even supporting execution after birth. States do have the right to shape their own laws on abortion, but America, as we've learned throughout history, will face a national moment of conscience. When Lincoln first took office, he wasn't the diehard abolitionist we think of today. Many, including Frederick Douglass, saw him as too moderate and too slow on the issue of slavery. But the fated winds of history forced him to address his generation's central question regarding slavery and the dignity of man. President Trump, Mr. Lincoln could not ignore the moral realities of slavery for long. You may be able to sidestep the moral question of abortion for election purposes for now, but you, our party, this country will face the moral civil rights question of our generation, which is, when does life begin? Who gets to decide? And what rights are attributed to that person? I will proudly stand with President Trump in the 2024 election. The radical bloodlust Democrats have for unrestricted abortion must be contested. And at the same time, I pledge to continue the cultural, educational, religious, and legal work that is necessary to not just make abortion illegal, but unthinkable as well.